Hello, passionate hoteliers. In this video, I wanted to talk about how to lay out and how to structure your hotel website so that you can turn visitors of your hotel website into direct bookers. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So, as always, I have my very trusty Miro board here. So, hotel website layout. If we want to zoom out a little bit, we can see that there are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around 9 sections of our hotel website that we kind of need to nail. This is in recommended order, but the first three I would say are really important to get those in order. But for the rest of the segments of your website, you can kind of mix and match, in my opinion. So we'll just dive right in. So the first component of your hotel website layout is your above default section. So this is the very first thing that your customer sees when they land on your hotel website, right? And this for very apparent reason, this needs to draw them in. So what you need for this is a very strong picture, a unique selling picture that kind of wants to wow your visitors when they first land on your website, right? And you want to kind of have the your ideal customer profile in mind. So if your ideal customers are families, then you might want to have a picture of a family having a great time at your property, right? And have the wording match your the picture as well. And in another example, if your ideal customer are leisure couple travelers, then you can have a great photo of a couple enjoying themselves by the pool of your property, as well as having a relaxing spa or something, right? And having a really big bold kind of header text that kind of speaks that adds value with the main picture, right? So ideally within the first 5 seconds, your visitor needs to kind of be able to tell who you are, what you offer, and how they can book with you, right? So that's the above default section. The first section that we need to include is I think not a lot of hotels are doing this, but I really do recommend it to a lot of the hotels, which is to have an about us section. So this is a little bit about you, your hotel, and kind of your hotel culture, your brand, who you are, why are you doing this, why are you running the hotel, and what you can offer to people, and kind of for the visitors kind of to get to know you a little bit as an hotel owner. So this is because people really buy from people, and if they don't really see anyone, the person behind all of this beautiful property that you have, then they I would say they kind of lose a little bit of trust, because we all buy from people who we know. At least we know their faces. At least we kind of have, they might have a good reputation, or at least they look really friendly. If I that's the least that I can say. So show your face, have a really nice photo of you and your property as well, and kind of explain a little bit about what you do. So that's the about us section. So the next section is property highlights. So these are definitely the place where you can show off your rooms, right? How beautiful they are, how clean, spacious, how perfect for your ideal customer they are, what amenities, etc. That's only going to be a short section in the homepage, right? And then when they click on it, they can link to the specific page of that room to get more details on that, right? But ideally you can might want to consider like a carousel of different rooms for them to kind of flick through and see what the most popular rooms are, right? And aside from rooms, also your other highlights, right? So whether you have a great location, you have breakfast included, you have a pool, you have a restaurant, you have a spa, you have a whatever, a gym, and you want to include that in your property highlights as well, right? So yeah, that's the next section. So the fourth section that I want to recommend to add on to this is your services. So what do you offer, right? Aside from offering a place to stay, what do you have? Do you have a tour or activity recommendations? Are you allowing? Do you have airport transfer or shuttle service, or renting out transport, renting out cars, renting out bikes, airport pickups, different packages that you have, etc., etc. Right. So what kind of makes you special and stand out? What kind of special services that you have? So if you don't have any, that's totally fine. You you can kind of cram them into your property highlights to really showcase what you offer, right? So that's the services. The next section that I want to include in my hotel homepage is social proof and reviews. I think not a lot of hotels include social proof and reviews, and if they do, it's typically very subtle. I think you really want to kind of go all the way with your social proof and reviews, because the more reviews you have, the more inclined your customers are going to book with you. And because again, people buy from people, right? If you have a lot of great reviews, they're going to associate a great customer experience and a high rating with your hotel from the other people who have stayed there before. So having proof is imperative, especially if you're already like in business for quite a period of time, and you're already having reviews, then it is really important that you put it in there. It really enhances your brand image, your reputation, your trust in people who are looking to book with you. But if you're a new hotel, that's totally fine as well. What you can do is, of course, showcase your property as best as you can and gather reviews from there and kind of build it up. So it's really a long-term game, but social proof and reviews are 100% that I would need. I would say that needs to be included in your hotel website as well, right? So the next section, apart from social proof and reviews, is benefits of booking direct, right? You don't really want them to visit your hotel and your book now button be linked to your booking.com or Expedia or Airbnb, any other of those third-party channels that cut you a commission, those OTAs, right? So you want to link those. You want to show them why they should book directly with you, because people do things from if they have an incentive to do so. They're not going to do something without an incentive or without any kind of special benefit. So really kind of think what you can offer as an incentive for people to book directly with you, whether it's best prices, free early check-ins, free late checkouts, free breakfast, anything like that, complimentary drinks, really anything that you can think of that is suitable for your hotel. I cannot recommend a specific one for you because every property and every hotel is different. So yep, that's my recommendation, that you should kind of include your benefits of booking direct, and tell your customers, basically tell like, hey, go book direct with us. This is why X, Y, and Z, right? So moving on to the next section is lead form. So this is where you kind of want to give them something in return for a way to contact them, and it's the most popular way to do that is to a lead form to collect their email addresses, right? So you want to do that because customers might visit your hotel website. They might start to initiate the booking process, but they might leave, right? So you really want to retarget those people who have left your website, and lead forms are a great way to do that. You can be it can be anywhere from giving them a free guide on your local area, like, hey, top 4 places to visit in XYZ location. Type in your email to get a free PDF, or submit your email to get a free 5% discount or whatever. So again, incentive, give them something to get something back in return. In our case, that's their email for us to be able to contact them and to run email campaigns later on when they leave us, when we want to retarget them, we want to introduce new offers, new promotions, anything like that. So yep, that's the lead form. And the next part that I want to include in the hotel website is FAQ section. So FAQ, which is short for frequently asked questions, are the questions that you want to kind of answer your customers. So the one thing that I like to ask, and I would like to ask you to ask yourself as well, is what are 80% of the questions sorry, what are 20% of the questions that get asked 80% of the time? So that is the 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle. It's a really famous model of thinking and a principle. So ask yourself, what are like some really key questions that customers ask all the time, again and again and again, that they want to know when they visit your website? And the best way you do this is you look at your email inboxes, your Booking.com inboxes, your text message inboxes, whatever, and you look at the questions that are being asked all the time, the most of the time, and you really want to consolidate that into the most frequently asked questions, literally what it says, frequently asked questions, right? So that's the FAQ section. And to tip it off, we have the last section of our hotel website layout, which is our live chat. So our live chat I think is really important because they really kind of want to, in the preparation stage when they're considering whether to book with your hotel or not, a live chat and someone to kind of lead them, to guide your customer with to kind of fill in the missing gaps that they have, any doubts that they have about your hotel, is really important, because they really want to make sure that they're visiting a place that they want to visit, that they're going to enjoy their time there, and you have to be the person that makes sure that they want to do so, and to kind of remove any doubts they have about your property, really consolidate your property highlights, give them more reason to kind of book with them, give them that stellar 5-star customer support service, right, and make them want to book with you. So that's, if I zoom out a little bit, I think that's 1, 2, 3, again, 9 sections or segments, or 9 components of a hotel website layout. So I would typically just do this in order. So above the fold, about us, property highlights, services, and then all the way through live chat. Live chat is kind of always there, so you can just not count it as a part of the website. But yeah, that's pretty much the hotel website layout. So I think show is always better than tell. So I've actually already implemented this for my hotel website, for my hotel's website, our family's hotel website is Royal Palace, and yeah, here it is. I want to go through. So this is the above the fold section, the really big wow with big bold header text that appeal to your customer service, to your ideal customer. So I have here exceptional service, let our staff pick your next activity in Katba. So we are a very leisure focused hotel, so we want to promote tourists, which is our ideal customers, couples who are on a getaway, who are looking for recommendations, right? So it says let our staff pick your next activity in Katba, right? So we want to appeal to those kind of people. And right below that, again, we have a call to action, right? So who you are, clean, spacious rooms. So okay, they know I'm a hotel, and what you do, we provide rooms, and we give you staff personalized activity recommendations. That's one of our services, and how to book with us. So I have here best rate guaranteed, check availability, right? So scrolling down for a bit, I have the about us section, right? So these are the owners of the our hotel, and a little bit about them. It doesn't have to be anything out of this world, just a really nice picture of the owners, just some text telling them about what they do, why they're doing it, and some of the brand values and company values. Moving on we have the property highlights. So these are your rooms, right? You can see here, we can scroll around, see some of the most popular rooms, and then again, call to action. So a tip is, like, you want to have call to actions literally everywhere. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, the more call to actions that you have, you still might want to keep it subtle, but the more call to actions that you have, it's really good to kind of tell them hey, this is what to do next. This is what to do if you're interested, right? So I have here what I have not mentioned before, but this is a book room in 3 steps. I have here to kind of tell customers what to do, right, to book direct with us. Choose the rooms, fill in information, book rooms, and pay online. So really easy, kind of guide them throughout the booking process to kind of to help them know what's going on. So why book with Rosa? Right, this is here you're showing the services and the property highlights. So we're saying that we have a perfect location, we are including breakfast, we have a swimming pool, we have a high-speed Wi-Fi. So really a lot of the property highlights that we have. And moving on next is our services. So at our hotel, we have a two-way shuttle bus service, we have adjacent and family rooms, we have motorcycle rent, and we have a tour cruise for people who are visiting Cat Ba, right? And moving on next is another section, which is our social proof, our reviews. So here I have used a plugin, a WordPress plugin, to kind of show the reviews of people who have reviewed your property on Google. If you want to know how to do this, comment down below, and I probably make a separate video on it as well. So yep, moving on next is why book direct on our website. We can say best available price, early check-ins, special deals, really giving them an incentive, and again a call to action to tell them to book direct. And last but not least is our frequently asked questions. So I have here what views do the hotel rooms have? Is hotel close to the beach and the city center? And what kind of deal do you get when you're booking on the hotel website, right? So those are the most frequently asked questions that you might want to. They're really the 20% of the questions that get asked 80% of the time. And here, if on the right-hand side corner, if you can see, this is the live chat plugin as well. So they can either message our staff via Zalo, which is a very popular chatting service here in Vietnam, and also WhatsApp. Everyone knows WhatsApp, right? So, yeah. And one thing that I haven't been able to show you guys is if I can reset, if I can reload this page, hopefully it's going to show up. If I can wait for around. Yep, there it is. That's the pop-up. So this is the lead form that I was talking about. So they can this is an opt-in lead form, a pop-up, plugin that I have used for my website to kind of gather their name, their email address, for them to kind of a 10% discount for them to book direct. So really incentive all the time to kind of show them that why they want to book direct with us, right? And we want to have a way for us to contact them even when they leave our website and after they visit it. So yep, that's kind of what you can expect it to look like. I guess this is kind of not a really strict structure, but I think this is what is working great for us at the moment, and I just kind of wanted to share with you guys. So lastly but not least is some of the tips regarding the hotel website layout. Let's reveal it right now. So first is know your ideal customer avatar. You want to know them inside out. You want to appeal with them. You want your message to speak with them directly, and you want to show that throughout your property website. So our hotel here is we appeal to couples and families, right? So who are looking for activity. So we're always showing what services that we have, right? Why book with us here? Royal Palace has an outdoor pool ideal for couples to relax or for families with young children. So we're always mentioning that our ideal customer when we showcasing our highlights, right? So either here you have a two-way trip car, renting motorcycles, right? Take in the stunning natural scenery. That's what tourists really like to do. Having a cruise service, right? That's what people who are traveling around the world, couples and families, are looking to do. They're looking for new activities, and we're highlighting them. We're appealing to their interest. We're appealing to our ideal customer's interest, right? So next step is to use WordPress, and I don't think I'm exaggerating when I'm saying WordPress is probably the best place you can build your hotel website on. It has a bunch of features. I think the majority of websites out there are built on WordPress, and it has a lot of functionalities, a lot of plugins. Anything that you see in here is built on WordPress. The chat functionality is also on WordPress. The live chat here and the pop-up that you just saw, the lead form, is also built on WordPress, right? So really powerful. If you want any more detail on how I set up all of those sections in my website, I can really make a separate video on that. If you want to, just comment right down below. And next is to build mobile first. And one thing that I did when I built this is I didn't build having a desktop layout in mind. So I can say that it's going to look even better in mobile. In fact, what I can do is I can just show you. So if you right click on your any website and you go to inspect, just right down here, right click, inspect, it's going to show you in different dimensions, right? So if I choose iPhone 14 Pro Max, for example, I can see what the mobile layout of the website is like. So this is what it's going to look like for my mobile layout of my website, hotel's website, right? So there it is. Why book with us? Services, social proof. They can load more, right? And why book direct, and some FAQs, right? Even the live chat functionality is still there, and also the pop-up is also there as well. So that's building mobile first. Next is simplicity is key. I know I have just mentioned like 9 different sections to include in your hotel, but if you take them in all together and you just kind of scroll through them, it's not really that much, right? I think that's not too much. And you can see why it's not much is because I use a lot of icons. I don't use big chunky blocks of text. I just use a lot of icons. Book and free steps, calendar, customer info, PayPal, high-speed internet, Wi-Fi, location, that's the globe. I use a lot of icons because showing is always better than telling. People don't read not 80 to 90% of the time, and they can really tell what the paragraph is going to be about once you include like the icons and sections, like really big bulky sections, and they're going to tell what's going on. It's really good on it's really pleasant on the eyes as well, because if you see a really big block of text, chances are you're not going to read it unless it's a block and you kind of want to know more about it, of course, but that's a story for another day. So simplicity is key. Use a lot of icons, and that's the 4 tips. And tip number 5 is, I kind of mentioned this before, is to have calls to actions every couple of scrolls. So you have here book now, scroll 1 2 3, book rooms, check rooms, scroll 1 2, details, scroll 1 2, book now, scroll 2 3. This is kind of a social proof here at the end. Why book direct, book now, FAQ, right? So yep, literally call to actions every couple of scrolls on your website, making it really prevalent. If you want to, you can add like a go back to top button, but you can do that as well. But I think it's just good as it is right now. They can always go and do the next action pretty much. So that's the 4 or 5 tips I wanted to have for the hotel website layout, and that's the kind of the hotel website layout that I would recommend hotel owners have to maximize their maximize the conversion rates of people who visit their website and going on to book with the hotel directly. So I hope that was helpful. If you found it helpful, I've actually made a free course and also a free community for independent hotel, boutique, and family hotel owners who are looking to kind of grow their hotel business, learn more about how to grow, ask questions, get help, etc., etc. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link right below this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.